Welcome back, Truth Seekers, to the Red Brick Channel, where we tear down the walls of deception brick by brick. Today, I'm going to try to dive into a fascinating parallel between two legendary figures, Enoch, the ancient scribe of righteousness, and Thor, the thunderous Norse warrior. Through the lens of Meltology, we'll uncover the hidden truths that connect these myths and texts to a melted past, a realm reshaped by the catastrophe and cloaked in mystery, where Enoch's celestial journeys and Thor's battles with fire and giants. More than stories? Could they be echoes of a shared history, one of advanced civilizations, cosmic judgments, and melted ruins that we walk upon today? Join me as we challenge the mainstream narrative and shine a light on the connection. Together we'll reveal how Meltology isn't just about the past. It's about rediscovering the truth that has been hidden from us all along. Let's get started. Okay, folks, like I said, this is Red Brick Bob. We need more of y'all involved. We got something going here. There's something I want you to look at real quick as I have an AI read something that I wrote about Thor and the parallels that we draw through Thor and, Mjolnir, how they say it, Thor. So you see those images there. Those are schematics also for sigils for electronic components. It was supposed to be how they wrote and so forth. Well, likewise, there are sigils today and, breaker systems and switches and so forth, diagrams, electrical schematics of the past. And this place melted. And they give us this mythological guy named Thor, right, in our lives. And the hammer. And we had Joan of Arc running around with the fasces, a Thor of hammer. And, legend says that someone with the fasces is greater than 1,000 arrowmen. Okay, and you see the fasces all over our White House, celebrated all over the world. Freemasonry celebrates the fasces and so forth, Thor's hammer. But it's a myth, so they tell us a myth. So I'm going to have the AI read out what I wrote about Thor in the eyes of a Meltologist. In perspective, I make out as if we are the dwarfs amongst these giants. And we're trying to discover what our role was. So, before people start chastising me for some of the things I'm about to say, even using AI. Well, I use the AI to my benefit because I'm going to have her read this out because sometimes I just don't want to, I don't know. I just like setting it up that way. We shouldn't have to explain. I don't generate no AI imagery of the melt or anything like of that nature. I basically just use AI for grammar and helping me format sentence and to have me read. So I can talk to my computer, read me books and whatever, so don't get your panties in a ruffle about that AI stuff. So through the eyes of a Meltologist, I'm going to have this AI read this for us right now because I'm trying to show you the parallels between Thor and Enoch with these old books and these myths. And Meltology helps enlighten us to that. At the same time, it tears down that paradigm of narrative lies that they've been feeding us. So here we go.
Through the eyes of a Meltologist, Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, becomes far more than a mere mythical artifact wielded by a Norse god. It is a symbolic remnant of a lost advanced civilization whose mastery over electricity and energy rival even the wildest dreams of modern science. The hammer's lore, through this lens, is reframed in a way that resonates with the meltological narrative of suppressed truths and ancient catastrophes. The origins of Mjolnir, a meltological perspective. Mjolnir wasn't just forged in the heart of a star or by the dwarves of Norse legend. It was engineered in a pre-cataclysmic era when energy manipulation and material science were so advanced they seemed magical to those who came after. The
Yes.
dwarves were likely a highly specialized sect of engineers who tapped into the electromagnetic grid lines of the Earth, harnessing its power to create tools of immense capability. The hammer, described as a conductor of electricity, reflects the ancient world's understanding of piezoelectricity, resonance, and plasma discharge. Mjolnir's ability to summon lightning and control storms speaks to an advanced, perhaps crystalline, energy source embedded within its core, technology lost to the Great Melt. Mjolnir as a device of justice and destruction. In Meltology, Mjolnir symbolizes the duality of creation and destruction. Its role as a weapon of the gods aligns with the idea that these ancient tools could both construct and annihilate. Meltologists suggest that the catastrophic melting event, which erased so much of this ancient civilization, might have been precipitated by the misuse of such technologies, turning tools like Mjolnir into harbingers of chaos.
Yes.
Mjolnir's relationship with the Earth's grid. A Meltologist would note that Mjolnir's dependence on Thor's worthiness could represent a system requiring harmonic resonance or energetic attunement. Only those who could match the vibrational frequency of the device could activate its latent potential. The hammer's connection to the Bifrost Bridge, often portrayed as a rainbow, could symbolize the electromagnetic spectrum and the ability to traverse dimensions or far distances using high-energy plasma currents. Mjolnir today, the suppressed legacy. Through the eyes of a Meltologist, Thor's hammer, Mjolnir.
Well, see, the eyes, the AI is screwed up. See there? Well, modern meltologists might argue that remnants of Mjolnir technology persists in hidden corners of the realm, disguised as myths like Thor. Buried beneath melted ruins, its legacy fuels the imagination of storytellers, but remains a glaring clue to those seeking to unearth the advanced sciences of the past. The hammer in this view is not a relic of fantasy, but a challenge to dig deeper, uncover truths, and restore humanity's rightful inheritance of knowledge and power. So for Meltologist, Mjolnir is not a myth, it's a misunderstood masterpiece, a shattered piece of history that, if restored, could electrify the truth about our melted world. Yes, indeed. That's what it looks like outside my door wall today. I did a lot of shoveling the last 2 days. So, yeah, Meltology, here we are. So, we see the parallel between Enoch, who describes many things about the melted realm to us, and the myth about Thor. And you even look at another old book, the Bible, for example, they talk about the men of old, of renown. These characters, these tall, big dudes, Thor and all these, they were the offspring of the angels who had sex with daughters of men. So the old book says. Well, we see that book's talking about what we're talking about in Meltology. This red brick paradise got melted. That's why I wanted to show the parallels of those, so we see that, and we could study those as well, and we can start dissecting, if you will, all the nonsense they've given us and come up with a feasible understanding of the truth of where we reside. So that is the main focus of what I wanted to say. I have something here as well somewhere on this computer, some stuff that I've written about Thor, as well as the Book of Enoch. Like I have here, I just found some stuff that I've written about the book of Enoch. And here, so I'd just like to say that in Meltology becomes a parallel to Enoch's revelations, a quest to uncover the truth in a world scorched by judgment, yet illuminated by the potential understanding and redemption. The melted world is not merely a crime scene, it is a scripture in stone, revealing a divine narrative waiting to be read by those with eyes to see and hearts to believe. Yeah, we have this distorted understanding of our realm now. And the book of Enoch speaks about, like the Watchers who descended and disrupted the natural order, and it led to what? Fire and a flood. So as a meltologist, we see evidence of a great melting event, one that speaks not of only a physical transformation, but also of a spiritual lesson. The impermanence of man's creation and the enduring power of God's hand to reshape and reclaim what humanity has distorted. See? So, if we be in that collective energy field coming against a group of people who have hid this, and we've got it pegged just about to who those secret societies are and those groups that hidden all this from us. So that's why I urge people to become a collective, because this is kind of overwhelming at me at once. I was just trying to do a thing about the book of Enoch, and then it overlapped with the Fasces, and it overlapped with the Thor. So I just tried to tie two in as one. The book of Enoch, the book of Thor, and in the timeline we sit at, we see, California burned to the ground again, and Hawaii, and all these places look like they've been melted with a what? A Thor, a Fasces, a weapon of the past that's being used against us, and then they want to blame Mother Nature. See, we as meltologists will show you this. We have some meltologists in the field going around talking about, showing you imagery of what the narrative is, their mills and their hydroelectric plants with highly advanced technology that's been left behind and abandoned and all over. And that guy's out in Massachusetts, so they're finding that all over there. 240,000 miles of melted red brick wall there. This would have melted more. It would have been what you call today a mountain. So there's the parallels between Enoch and Thor in a brief description, not a lot of imagery, but just to make you think about the melt, the timeline we're in and what's going on, and the fake stuff that's going. Like, everybody on YouTube this morning, you seen the Hollywood sign burning and stuff and like that, and to draw people into their conversation and their videos. And it was AI produced. I'll never produce nothing to lure people in with false advertising, misleading ways to clickbait people into coming into this channel. We're here just telling you the truth, raw. RAM, real American meltologist, real world meltologist, ROM. See, yeah, we're a group of people who are trying to get the word to you. And you see, the sigils, part of the grid system, the motor that we live on. Welcome to the machine. So, Meltology, that was a quick little video, about, 12, 13 minutes long or something like that. So we said a lot right there. I had some other things I was going to do with this video here, but it didn't turn out that way. So, love your neighbor like you love yourself. And I hope that helps you to think things through a little bit more about the lore and the mythological things that we've been told. It's more true than you think. And this is my second attempt at, I did some Thor lore, either on my Black Mirror channel or the Red Brick channel. Put something together before, because I was thinking along the same lines I was thinking today in regard to Meltology. Well, thanks. Leave a comment. Give me some information. Help me grow to understand this more. We need you all on board. Can't do it alone. Peace. Meltology.